What if Rome never fell? Imagine a world where Latin is the global language, marble forums stand in every city, and the Roman eagle soars over continents and centuries. Instead of ruins, Rome's legacy is a living, breathing civilization guiding humanity for 2,000 years. We always study Rome from the perspective of its collapse. But what if that collapse never happened? This is a journey into an alternate history, a world where the empire endures, shaping every era. We'll explore how a united Rome could have faced new challenges, met new peoples, and built a global civilization. To begin, we must first understand how, in our reality, Rome fell, so we can imagine how it might have survived. Rome's fall wasn't sudden. It was a slow unraveling, a gradual decline that spanned centuries. The glory of Rome faded not with a single blow, but with countless small fractures that weakened its foundations over time. The empire grew too vast, its borders stretching from the windswept coasts of Britain to the deserts of the Middle East. Defending such immense frontiers became impossible, and waves of migrating peoples, Goths, Vandals, Huns, pressed relentlessly against its boundaries, seeking new lands and opportunities. Internally, political chaos reigned. Emperors rose and fell by the sword, often ruling for only months before being overthrown. Civil wars erupted as generals vied for power, draining the empire's resources and morale. The economy buckled under the weight of constant warfare, crushing taxes and runaway inflation, leaving ordinary citizens struggling to survive. In a desperate attempt to manage the chaos, the empire split in two, west and east. This division, intended to strengthen Rome, only deepened the rift, creating rivalries and weakening the unity that had once held the empire together. The West, weaker and poorer, faced disaster after disaster. In 410 AD, Rome itself was sacked by the Visigoths, a shocking event that shattered the city's authority and sent shockwaves throughout the known world. More invasions followed, each one chipping away at what remained. By 476 AD, the last Western emperor was deposed, and the ancient seat of power was left empty, its glory faded into memory. The East survived as Byzantium, a beacon of Roman legacy, but the heart of Rome was lost. Europe plunged into the Dark Ages, a time of uncertainty and upheaval. Yet the collapse was not inevitable. It was the result of division, mismanagement, and missed opportunities, choices made and paths not taken. But what if, at a crucial moment, Rome had chosen unity over division? What if its leaders had found the wisdom and resolve to stand together? What if a single decision, made at the right time, had changed everything, altering the fate of an empire and the course of history? That's where our alternate history begins. Imagine a world where Rome's unity endured, and its legacy continued to shape the world. Let's step into a world where Rome never split, and history took a different path, one filled with new possibilities and a lasting Roman legacy. Our alternate timeline pivots on the remarkable leadership of Emperor Theodosius the Great, a figure whose decisions would echo through the centuries. In our history, Theodosius split the vast Roman Empire between his two sons, a move that ultimately doomed the western half to decline and collapse. But imagine if instead he had chosen a different path, one where Rome remained united under a single, strong rule. In this alternate world, Theodosius, foreseeing the dangers of division, issues a bold decree: the empire must never be split again. Succession is to be determined by merit and proven leadership, not simply by birthright or family ties. He selects a capable and respected general, perhaps Stilicho, famed for his loyalty and skill, as his successor. This choice is ratified by both the Senate and the army, ensuring broad support across the empire. When Theodosius passes, the empire stands firm and united. Its immense resources are pooled, allowing for a coordinated defense of every frontier, from the windswept north to the sun-baked east. With no more east-west rivalry, the legions act as a single, unstoppable force. They move swiftly to crush threats, stabilize borders, and maintain order throughout the realm. The sack of Rome in 410 AD never occurs. The Vandals are repelled, the grain supply from Africa remains secure, and the heart of the empire continues to beat strong. Instead of spiraling into chaos and collapse, the Roman Empire enters a new era, one marked by stability, prosperity, and a renewed sense of purpose among its people. The very foundations of Rome are reset, and the indomitable spirit of the empire is reborn, inspiring generations to come. Through a single act of foresight and wisdom, Theodosius changes not only the fate of Rome, but the destiny of the entire world. The 5th century unfolds differently. Rome, whole and strong, faces migrations with coordination and resolve. Legions from the east reinforce the Rhine, and wealth from Egypt and Anatolia funds a powerful, loyal army. Rome absorbs friendly tribes, offering citizenship and land in exchange for service. The process of Romanization turns former enemies into defenders. The Sasanian threat in Persia is contained, and no power vacuum emerges in the west. Emperors are chosen for competence, not birth, ensuring stability and long-term planning. Christianity unites the empire, preventing the Great Schism and reinforcing a shared identity. Western cities thrive, their forums and basilicas alive with Roman life. The empire enters the 7th and 8th centuries not in darkness but in a golden age of learning and innovation. The libraries of Alexandria and Constantinople flourish, fueling a Roman Renaissance centuries ahead of our own. Scholars expand on Greek and Roman knowledge, driving advances in science, engineering, and agriculture. New technologies, stronger steel, better plows, efficient scripts transform daily life. A Roman scientific method emerges with experiments and discoveries in imperial academies. Society evolves, merit, not birth, defines the elite, and Latin remains the language of law and culture. Local traditions thrive within a unified Roman identity. Citizenship binds the empire from Britannia to Syria under the eternal Pax Romana. By the 10th century, Rome looks outward, launching a program of global exploration. Roman engineers build advanced galleons, and in 950 AD, a fleet led by Scipio Africanus Minor sails west from Gades. They reach the Caribbean, centuries before Columbus, and claim a novus mundus for Rome. Colonization is methodical. Legions build cities, roads, and aqueducts, integrating local peoples as future citizens. The Americas, terrae Hesperides, become Roman provinces, not just colonies. Trade flourishes, crops and ideas flow between continents, and Latin becomes the global language. A world senate forms, representing every province, old and new. Rome is now a truly global power, stretching from Britain to Peru. The world is united under the Roman eagle. The discovery of the New World supercharges Rome's economy, sparking an early industrial revolution. In the 15th century, Roman engineers perfect the steam engine, powering mines, factories, and iron-hulled ships. Railways span continents, cities swell, and a new working class emerges. The imperial government manages social change with welfare and labor guilds, maintaining order and prosperity. By the 19th century, Rome is a technological marvel. Telegraphs, gas lighting, and scientific academies connect the world. Progress is rapid, unhindered by war or rivalry. The empire is the engine of human advancement, pushing the boundaries of possibility. Rome is not just a power, it is civilization itself. In the 20th century, Rome's ambition turns to the stars. The Roman space program, Cursus Sidereus, is a unified global effort, no rivals, just one vision. Massive rockets rise from Aegyptus, and in 1969, Ethernaut Livia Drusilla becomes the first human on Luna. She plants the Roman eagle and declares, "In the name of the Senate and people of Rome, we bring civilization to the stars." Permanent lunar bases follow, then missions to Mars. The spirit of the legionary lives on in the Ethernaut, building new worlds. The Pax Romana extends into space, a future of unity, order, and exploration. Rome's destiny is now among the stars. Imagine a world where Rome never fell. A world shaped by centuries of unbroken unity, order, and a vision of global peace. In this alternate reality, the Roman Empire endures, its influence stretching across continents and generations, weaving humanity into a single, vast civilization. There are no nation-states, no devastating world wars, and no clashing ideologies to divide us. Instead, one language, one set of laws, and one civilization guide the course of history, creating a world where borders are relics of the past. Technology and knowledge flourish in this unified world. Humanity, working together, reaches the stars as one people, building on the foundations of Roman innovation and ambition. Scientific progress accelerates and exploration knows no limits. But what is the cost of such unity? Our world's rich diversity, born from Rome's collapse, gave rise to countless new cultures, ideas, and freedoms. The tapestry of human experience is woven from difference and change. The Renaissance, the Enlightenment, and the revolutions that shaped our modern world, all products of a fragmented Europe, might never have happened. Without competition and conflict, would creativity and progress have flourished? There would be no France, no Japan, no Brazil, only provinces of Rome, each unique identity absorbed into the imperial whole. The world map would look very different. Democracy and individual liberty, as we know them, might never have emerged under the watchful eye of imperial rule. The voice of the people could be silenced in favor of order and stability. Would you trade the vibrant chaos and boundless creativity of our world for the strict order and unity of Rome? Is peace worth the price of conformity? There's no simple answer, only the question, which world would you choose and what would you be willing to give up? The choice reveals what we value most, freedom's unpredictable energy, or the tranquility and security of eternal peace under Rome's shadow. Comment your opinion. Like, share and subscribe to Knowledge Odyssey for more videos.